something that I discovered from the late Stephen Covey in his best-selling book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which he talked about taking responsibility. And this is something that every single millionaire, every single person that I come across who's ultra successful, they have this sense of, it's happened. I take full responsibility. And I'll give you an example. When I was probably about 25, 26 years old, I was very immature. So I had taken $1 million out from one of my banks, and I decided I was going to become what they call an angel investor. Okay. Now at the time I was about 25, 26 years old, and I had a bunch of money saved up. So I thought, what the heck, I'll take $1 million cash out. And I think it took me about 9 to 12 months, and I took this money and I had invested it in all of the highest risk businesses, opportunities, stocks, public companies, private companies, everything under the sun. Okay, I had gone and invested, and that's a huge chunk of money for anyone. Okay, and I did it, and probably about a year, maybe 2 years later, I discovered that pretty much all of that money that I had invested in, either the founders went broke, the companies got shut down, one thing or another happened. And I remember at that moment, I had to make a decision. Do I play the victim game, blame, whine, complain, say it's his fault, it's her fault, or do I say, hey, it's my responsibility. It's my responsibility. Everything is my responsibility. When something screws up in my company, it's my responsibility. When an employee is unhappy and they quit, it's my responsibility. When a customer is unhappy, it's my responsibility. When an investment goes bad, it's my responsibility. I'm overweight, I put on too much weight, it's my responsibility. I gotta go to the gym, it's my responsibility. I gotta wake up 5 a.m., it's my responsibility. As soon as you say these words, it's my responsibility, no one can take this power away from you. Okay, and if you truly want to attract success, money in your life, you have to be someone that takes responsibility. You can't go around and say, oh yeah, Brexit, Donald Trump, the media, politicians, oh, the weather's bad, oh, I live here. You gotta suck it up, and you gotta say to yourself, you know what, too bad, I'm faced with these challenges. It's my responsibility. This bad thing happened, it's okay, it's my responsibility, because ultimately it is your responsibility. And as soon as you make that commitment to yourself, you start seeing things very differently. I like to give examples that have high contrast. So one is that, I just told you straight up, because of my immaturity at a young age, and due to my immaturity, I paid a price. Now, that's an extreme example. I've got plenty of them. Today's not the day we're going to talk about that. I'll give you an example that started when I was only 21 years old. And what had happened was I started an internet business, maybe like yourself. And I had gone to a live event. I had seen a guru on stage. And before I knew it, I was sold. I was in. All in. I was all in. So guess what I did? I went home and I told everyone about it. And straight away, everyone said I was crazy. They laughed at me. They said, do not get into internet marketing. And at the time I was in the UK, there was probably less than 5 internet marketers the whole of UK. Okay. And so I'm looking at all of this and I'm thinking to myself, I got to figure out how to raise the money. And which I did. I borrowed off friends, strangers, family members, anyone and everyone I could get my hands on. And then guess what happened? I put myself into $45,000 worth of debt, which at the time was about 40,000 pounds. Now that's a lot of money. So here I am, 21 years old, thinking, how on earth am I gonna do it? Do I go out and get a job? Do I just quit this whole internet marketing stuff? Right? And you maybe have experienced this. Maybe you've bought courses, maybe you've gone to events and seminars and workshops. You're looking at yourself and you realize, 1 year, 2 years has gone by. Where's the results? Right? Where's the results? You're on webinars, you're on podcasts, you're still going to events, you're trying so hard, you're attending Facebook Lives and Instagram Lives, and you're buying courses and seminars and workshops, but where's your results? And that's how I was feeling. And I made a decision that I must take responsibility, because there was a period of time where I blamed all the gurus. I blamed everyone that I gave money to. I blamed every single product creator. I blamed all the people that were emailing me. Can you imagine that? Right? Imagine yourself. And if you're in that space where you are blaming and complaining and whining, now's the time to cut it out. Now's the time to cut it out and say to yourself, hey, no matter where you're at, Okay, yeah, things are tough. Things may have not gone the way you planned, like most things in life. But now is the time that you take responsibility. Now is the time you take responsibility, and maybe not just for your finances, but for your relationships, for getting balance, for increasing your spirituality, getting into better health.